Hello, Flosstube. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Denise, and this is Black Ribbon Stitch Studio, my YouTube channel about cross stitch. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram as Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. Before I go any further, I want to acknowledge anyone and everyone who had any issue due to the recent hurricanes Helene and Milton. My prayers still go out to you. It is very important for me to point out that Western North Carolina is still suffering. So I also want to thank everyone who was able to help in any way that they possibly could. My last video was almost 2 months ago. I had to take a break to gather my thoughts. This can be a pretty tough time of year, but as I was actually writing that, I realized that it's all tough. It's all kind of tough. Still getting through it. I read a quote today. Gosh, I wish I could remember who said it. I think it might have been Emily Dickinson, that said, "I'm out here with a lantern trying to find myself." So that's kind of where we are. Thank you again for tuning in. Long pause. I'm sure that you can tell by the thumbnail whether this is a really long video or not. I think it's going to be a really long video. I'm going to do my best to do it all in one. If that becomes a bit much, I will cut it off. I will let you know that I'm cutting it off, and I will continue in a second part of the video. So that's my plan right now. We'll see how this goes. I'm really happy to be back. I missed you all. I'm trying to put this down. Okay. Let's see. So, this is my 100th Flosstube video. We are going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate with a huge giveaway. And I'm going to talk to you about my new rotation. I have a whole new rotation. So I want to share that with you guys. And although this is my 100th Flosstube video, I have actually posted 181 videos on my channel. If you have been with me from the beginning, you will know that I started out on YouTube doing crochet podcasts, and I also have posted several extras and tutorials. So you just have to go to my channel and you will see the various playlists there. But today we are celebrating my 100th Flosstube video. My first Flosstube video was on January 10th, 2020. Thank you all so much for hanging in there with me, keeping me company, listening to my ramblings. I really, really, really appreciate you all. I want to thank you for your questions and comments throughout this journey. They have meant a lot to me, and I'm sure that they will continue to mean a lot to me. I thank you for that. So it looks as if in the past 2 months, I've stitched on 14 projects, which doesn't really sound like a lot, But I think when I start to explain my new rotation, it'll make a lot more sense to you. So, yeah, we're gonna talk about that rotation in a minute. But we're gonna start here with my finish. I finished, and I Always Love You by Jukebox Stitchery, and I can't believe that I put it back in this project bag. That doesn't work. The zipper does not work. So let's see how much trouble I'm gonna have to go through again. Okay, that wasn't so bad. And here it is. Here's the finish. Here is the finish. I love this so much. I stitched this as a remembrance project for my husband. I plan to attach it to the wooden box that it came with in the kit. And I'm just gonna put, I've got several little trinkets that were very meaningful to him. I'm gonna stick those in the box, and then I'll always know where they are. I stitched this on the kit fabric, which was hand dyed, and the color I love. I'm gonna show it to you again. And there are a couple of mistakes in this that I did catch, but then I decided to leave them because, because life isn't perfect. Life is not perfect. And so I decided I was going to leave this with all of the imperfections. So I have the chart here, and I have already promised this to someone. So probably next week I will most likely send it out to them. So that was my finish. And I'm really happy to get finishes, and that's of course one reason why I changed my rotation. I have Angel sitting here with me, and this is the space that I was planning to put things as I finish showing them to you. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works. So, I made a couple of project bags. So those are finishes as well. Here's one that I made. It's very fall-like. And I believe for this one, I used the tutorial from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. This is the inside, which I absolutely love this fabric. That's on the inside. So that's one. And then I followed the tutorial on, let's see, whose tutorial was that? Primitive Stitcher. And this is how that turned out. And this is the back. Now this fabric that I used for this bag, I'm telling you, I have had this fabric for so long. Guys, I've been in North Carolina for 22 years. I bought this fabric long before we moved to North Carolina. And so I'm really happy that I have found the use for it. I love this fabric. And I used this golden polka dotted fabric for the inside. Really, really cute. So I was able to accomplish that. Really happy about that. Now the only thing that's missing on these projects, I have not put any type of a zipper pull or anything on them. And I do still plan to do that. And I may be gifting one, if not both, of these project bags to friends. Okay. I've had, in this 2-month period, I have had 5 starts and 1 restart. I can't believe I'm already hot. Lord. Okay. So you may remember that I'm also participating in the 24 in 24 challenge, in which I am attempting to have 24 starts. And I believe I have I've just about reached that goal. The question then becomes: are you going to start anything else? Are you gonna leave it at that for the rest of the year? What are you gonna do? So I'll see. But I'm going to show you my starts. The first one is More Chocolate Bunnies by Hands On Design. That wasn't supposed to fall out. Okay. More Chocolate Bunnies by Hands On Design. And I am stitching this with Nithya of Daybreak Stitchery. And here is how far I got. I'm glad I have my needle minder there to remind me of which way is up. But this is how far I got. I started in the middle. And I got this cute needle minder from my friend Barbara. This fabric is 32 count Cecil Lugana by Seraphim Hand Dye Fabrics. And I'm using all of the called for DMC. And so there's that. Stitching that with Nithya. So that's one start. That is number 19 of 24. The next one is number 20 of 24. And it is the Be Happy Sampler by Mary Englebright, and I'll show you a photo of that. It's in this old Mary Englebright cross-stitch book. And I have at this point stitched just about everything in this book. I've had it forever. I've had this book so long. And so, okay, so here's Be Happy. This is what I'm stitching. And I'm stitching this with Amy of Renewing Stitches and Linda Fisitola. And this is how far I've gotten. It started in the top left, and this is how far I got. And I'm stitching it on 16 count white Aida using all of the called for DMC, I think. Yes. I think one of these greens is Vicky Clayton Silk. So I just didn't have that one. And this is the hashtag Be Happy Sal. And we would be so happy, pleased, if you would join us. And you can stitch any Mary Englebright chart that you might have. So that is number 20 of 24. Next up is number 21 of 24 starts. And that is 4 Seasons. I showed you guys this. It is the keepsake pocket calendar that came along with the, the wall calendar. And I gave the charts away. But I really wanted to stitch this one for 2025. And so I am stitching this on 14 count black Aida. And I'm gonna have to put something behind it so that you can see. Here it is. This is how far I got. So of course, So far, I am absolutely loving the way these colors are looking on this Black Ada. Black Ada has got to be one of my absolute favorite things to stitch on. And so, I do plan to do more stitching as I go forward on Black Ada because, you know, I kind of feel like for the past 5 years that I've been on Flosstube, I kind of feel like I've been experimenting, you know, because there's so much out there that wasn't out there before when I was stitching back in the 80s and 90s. And I think that part of what I've come to realize is I enjoy what I actually enjoy stitching on. So I actually enjoy stitching on Black Ada. So I plan to incorporate that in more of my projects. Now, number 22 of 24 starts is in this really cute project bag. And it is called Pumpkin Pals by It's So Emma. It's So Emma and Backwater Shop. I just think it's adorable. I absolutely love the bird and the hedgehog. And when I was stitching it and before I put it away, I really was anxious to get to that blue bird, but I ran out of time. So here we are. This fabric, I'll show it to you. Here we are. I just got that left side of the border done. And I'm stitching this on, what am I stitching it on? 14 count Platinum Ada. And I'm using DMC, and I do believe that there is one Weeks Dye Works, which I don't really prefer Weeks Dye Works, but it came with the kit, so there you are. And that's Pumpkin Pals. And this was a Fat Quarter Shop Stitch Quarterly. September 2024, Stitch Quarterly. All right, now I did restart, and I told you guys that I was going to do this. Saga by Long Dog Samplers. I was originally stitching it on 25 count Lugana 1/1 because it is rather large, and I thought, you know, that it made the most sense to stitch it on the 25 count Lugana 1/1. But after I got to this point, I decided I don't like it. It's really difficult. I was not enjoying stitching on it. All of this is what helped me come to the conclusions that I've come to lately. And so I restarted it on 16 count White Ada. One of my faves. And this is where I got. And you can see this cute needle minder from Susan at Criminally Creative. Okay, 16 count White Ada. And so now I'm actually enjoying stitching on it. So there it is. There it is. And do I have a photo of what it's going to look like? I'm sure I do have that here. It's going to look like this. This is 389 by 504 stitches. She's a big one. She's big. She's big. But I love her. So. And I'm going to be telling you where she's going to fit in the new rotation because she's so big. Oops, let me put this away. My Lugana, we can't lose that. I'm still going to use it for something else. I don't know what yet, but I'm going to use it for something else. Okay. All right, and then number 23. The number 23 start of 24 is small gift. And I'm looking around because, oh, nothing. I'm looking around because nothing. This is another Mary Englebright chart, and this is what it's going to look like. I am stitching this with Colette the Highway Stitcher and Stephanie at Cross Stitch the Globe. Now, this again was a restart. I started it on this 32 count shadow linen that was gifted to me. And here's my start. I left the, I left the thread hanging because at this point I decided 32 count linen in this color at least. Not for me, not enjoying it. So I restarted it on 14 count navy Ada. And here is where I am so far. And it's still in the hoop because I'm going to stitch on this for another day. You can see I started in the middle, top middle. This is her hat. I've color converted her face, so I've been working on that. Does she need something behind her? I don't know. Let's see. So yeah, that's where I am right now. And this cute needle minder was gifted to me by Sycamore Stitches. So that's cute. And as I said, I have one more day to stitch on this, which between both starts, I stitched on it for a total of 7 days. Okay. So those are all of my starts. And that brings us up to, no, I thought I lost the needle. That brings us up to 23 of 24 starts in 2024. So, I am going to now explain my new rotation. And so in the interest of not being confusing, I'm not going to say what I used to do. But as of October 4th, all whips are now focus projects. I no longer have a focus project and a daily rotation. Okay, all of my whips are now focus projects. Guys, I just want to stitch. That's how I came to this conclusion. I just want to stitch, and I want to enjoy it, and I want to stitch on things for more than a day so that I can actually get into the rhythm of it and enjoy it. So I have had my daily rotation in a basket. And so as I am emptying that basket one by one, I will be adding those projects to my whip wheel until the basket is empty. The basket contains gift stitching and projects that I'm anxious to finish. So when I come up to a project that is a gift, I'm going to automatically stitch on it for 7 days. I think there are several of those projects that can be finished within that 7 days. If it's a stitch along and I pick it up, it's going to be stitched on for 7 days. A new start will automatically get 7 days. And I'm going to spin for the duration for all of the other projects until everything is on the wheel. And so I have a duration wheel, which lets me choose from 2 to 7 days of stitching on any particular project. Now, my full coverage whips are going to be stitched for the remainder of the month. So regardless of what day of the month I spin a full coverage project, I will work on that project for the rest of the month. I am considering adding Pandemic and Saga to my full coverage whips, so that anytime I pull either one of those out as well, I will work on those for the rest of the month. And I'm still going to spin to see how many whips give me a new start out of my collection of charts that have not yet been touched. I hope that makes sense to you. If it doesn't, please, you can shoot me an email. You can leave it in the comments and I'll try to explain it a little bit better. And so what this new rotation is going to do is going to most likely have me recording videos less frequently, but certainly more sporadically, I guess you could say. I don't foresee another 2-month gap in between videos, but I want to have enough to share with you when I make a video, but I also want to spend a longer time on each project. So I really hope that makes sense. I hope you can follow. And so there we are. So I think I've been doing a lot of stitching. And so I'm going to show you the other whips that I've been working on. Because it's been 2 months, I'm not at all sure whether I really have photos of where they were the last time I showed them to you. If I do have those photos, I'll stick them in. And if I don't, we're going to just keep going. So the first one I want to show you is Santa's House by Cottage Garden Samplings. And this is what it's going to look like when it's done. I love this house. I love all of these houses so much. I absolutely love them. And I have 5, and I'm going to keep it at 5 charts, and I'm going to keep it at that for now, before I go any further with that. Now, I'm stitching it on 32 count Silver Moon Lugana. And this is where I am. This is a lot of fun to stitch. I hope you can really see it. I hope it's clear. It's a lot of fun to stitch. I'm really enjoying this. So that's the first one in the series, the Fabulous House series. And I know that I substituted Vicky Clayton silk for one of the colors. I want to say it's the red, but now I'm not sure. So that's Santa's House. Then I worked on Home Sweet Home by It's So Emma. Now I started this. Let me show you what it's going to look like first. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. I love the houses. I love that. I really love the way those houses look. And I love stitching them. And so I am stitching this on 14 count Aqua Ada with the called for DMC. And you can see here that I'm just about done with that middle house. Is that the middle house? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Just about done with that center house. And I think it looks good, and I think it looks really good on this fabric. And I'm using all of the call for DMC if I didn't say that already. All right. What is next? Next is No Time Like the Present by Modern Folk Embroidery, which I do believe is the 2024 Stitch Along. Modern Folk Embroidery Stitch Along. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. And if you know, you've been here for a little while, you will know that I have a thing for clocks. So I absolutely had to stitch this. And I am stitching it on .32 count Trent Lugana by Grace Notes Fabrics. And here is how far I've got. Now again, if you follow me on Instagram and on Facebook, you probably have seen a lot of these, because even though I wasn't recording videos, I was still trying to post my progress and keep you guys updated on what I was working on. So this is one of the few projects that I'm actually using pattern paper for, and it's a dream. It is a dream. I love it. All right. I also, of course, worked on Charlotte by Mirabilia. And this is what she's going to look like when she's done. And of course, I've done a skin conversion, a hair and skin conversion on her. And so here is where she is now. Stitching her on 32 count Cecil by Seraphim Hand-Dyed Fabrics. And here's where here she is now. This is one of you guys' favorites to see. So here she is. And yeah, I've got more of her pink dress coming in, which is making me very excited to know that I'm getting close to the end. I'm getting close. Okay. So now I've been stitching on Charlotte every Monday for Mirabilia Monday. And because I have changed my rotation, that's no longer going to be the case. The next time I pick Charlotte up is going to be on a Monday, because I just couldn't figure out like when else would be a good time to pick her up. So I decided that the next time I pick her up, it's definitely going to be on a Monday. And I am going to spin the wheel to see how long to work on her. So she's going to become, she has now become a regular focus width. And I think I kind of like that, because that's going to give me the opportunity to stitch on her for more than one day at a time. So that's Charlotte. Then for Sampler September, because the last time I recorded it was like September 4th. So during Sampler September, I also worked on the No More Sampler by Birdie's Crossing. Right? And No More Sampler, I forgot to put that back. I'll do that in a second. I'm stitching it on 16 count white Aida using black DMC. And here's where it is so far. I know for sure that I was able to get this peacock done. That's new. And I think I got the scissors and maybe the key done as well. So yeah, needless to say, I love it. I absolutely love it. So give me 1 second so that I can put things back in their place so that it's not a total, mayhem here. Okay, oops. Oh, I wish I could show you Angel. I might be able to, because he is just totally knocked out right here. Hold on. Can you see him? Totally knocked out. Okay. That's one of his favorite places in the world to sit. So, he's got his whole space. Okay, what else? I also worked on Sakura by Autumn Lane Stitchery, which I started Sakura when I thought that I was going to go to the Queen City Stitch Retreat this year. This is what she's going to look like when she's done. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with her. Okay, that's what she's going to look like when she's done. And here is where she is now. I'm actually stitching her on 32 count linen. And the color is Amanda. And it's by Grace Notes Fabrics. I love it. I love it so much. And that's why I said I don't think that it's that that I'm not enjoying stitching on linen. I just think it was the color of the one that I was stitching on Small Gift. I think that was more of the issue, was that it was the color, because I'm obsessed with her. Sakura. And then I also worked on one of the favorites of my friend Barbara. Barbara asks to see this. She patiently waits for me to work on this. And it is Red by Mirabilia. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. And of course, I've done a skin conversion. I don't think I converted her hair because I don't think I needed to. And again, I am stitching her on that same 32 count linen by Grace Notes Fabrics. Look at her. Look at her, guys. Just take a look. Oh my goodness. I am so excited. I love her so much. And so, in case you're not familiar with Mirabilia's, you see there's a lot of unstitched spaces on her, and all of those spaces get beads. She is absolutely gorgeous. This blue right here is where I'm starting on her dress. If you could see. Look at her dress again. For you, Barbara. I'm using all of the call for flosses and beads, and I did use a little bit of Vicki Clayton silk on the skin. Okay, so I think that we have gone through the lips successfully. I'm happy about that. I still have a couple of piles in front of me though. So we will see what happens. We'll make a great time. So I'm going to share. I think I want to try to put these, I just stared Angel. Okay, let it go. Okay, let it go. Thank you. He was trying to take my bag. He's like, this is my project bag now. Ow. Yeah, he just scratched me. Can you stop? Oh my God, he's fighting me for the project bag, guys. Can you stop? That's just like so mean. Okay, I'm gonna let him have that one for now. Because he's like determined that he's gonna have it. Nope. I thought I could get it, but he's like, nope, you're not getting this. Okay. Stitchy kindness. I have mentioned my friend Barbara a couple of times, and I just want to say thank you, Barbara. She sent me a couple of cards. She sent me a card. Barbara, I've told you before, in the past, lives on a boat in Florida. And it was just a card to let me know how she was doing throughout the hurricane, and to check on me and my family to make sure that we were doing all right. And then she sent this really, really cute postcard that says, she says we could be batty all year long, because she knows I love stitching bats. So I love it. I love it so much. Thank you so much, Barbara. I can't wait to like now put this up somewhere to display it along with the rest of my Halloween stuff. Ha! I got the project bag. I tricked them. Of course he says, you just think you tricked me, but you didn't really. I was done with it. Okay, I got the Just Cross Stitch Christmas 2024 issue, which I'm sure you've all seen. I'm sure you've seen a flip through or two. And so if you have not yet seen that, please take a look. Go search for a flip through of this magazine. It's really good. And the reason, again, that it is in Stitchy Kindness is because my subscription to Just Cross Stitch magazine was a gift from a friend, my friend Pat. So I'm just going to show you a couple of these that I like and try to cover the charts. I like this one here. It's Christmas Joy. This particular one was stitched on perforated paper, but of course you can stitch it on plastic, you can stitch it on fabric. I just like the way it looks. I like the word joy at Christmas time. I like it any time, but I love it, you know, as an element of Christmas. And yeah, I like the colors, I like everything. So another one that I chose is called Santa's Helper. Cover that. So cute. He's so cute. I have not yet stitched any mice, but I really, really want to. I really, really think they're adorable. I think they're so adorable. And then another one, and it's not the last at all. I just thought I wanted to pick out a few to show you guys. And this is the Kid at Heart section of the magazine. I particularly was drawn to this one, this little polar bear. But gosh, look at, I love them all. Bees and bunnies, come on. Yeah, I love them. So yeah, thanks again, Pat, for gifting me this subscription. She also let me know that as a belated birthday gift, she renewed my subscription. Like, who does that? I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything. So I also received from Nuri at Shaded Stitchery a sampler for sealing. And here it is. Here it is. And to celebrate this, she gave me this in celebration of the fact that her patterns were now in print. So if you're interested in paper patterns, as opposed to PDFs, you can now get Shaded Stitchery patterns in print. And so she asked me what I wanted and sent this to me. And she also sent another one for one of you. And I'm going to tell you how to get that in a minute. That's a sampler for Sealy. And, ow, he's going rogue over here, guys. Anyway, he wants to play, but I'm recording a video. October has been Nuri at Shaded Stitchery's birthday. Happy birthday, Nuri. Happy belated birthday. I am behind on everything in my entire life. So I apologize for not saying happy birthday to you earlier. And you may know that EJ and Sheila over at Sunshine Stitchers have been celebrating Nuri's birthday all month on their channel, so you might want to go over there and give them a look as well. Excuse me. So, I now want to share with you what's new at Backwater Shop. I don't quite remember when I received these things, and it's not a lot. Oh, it looks like it was, this month. And so, it's not a lot, but they are available at Backwater Shop right now. The first one is September's Shelf Life, which is sunflowers. And then, I hope this is really all that was in here. Okay. Then there is Family Favorites by Sherry McConnell and Chelsea Stratton. Back to Basics with Sherry and Chelsea, and it is a quilt pattern book. New at Backwater Shop, and this particular book will show up soon in a giveaway. Not today. So, investments. I did make some investments in my future Stitchy Happiness, and here they are. I don't buy fabric a lot. I really don't. I'm not. I'm not. I have other vices. And buying and stashing fabric is just really not one of them, but I could not resist these. They're both from Fiber and a Win. The first one is Hibiscus. I wonder if I should take it out. I wasn't going to take it out because I'm really trying to watch the time, and maybe I just shouldn't. I don't know. Anyway, the first one is Hibiscus. Come on. Oh my goodness. I've noticed that I am starting to really enjoy moody colors. And so I feel like this is kind of moody, and it kind of fits my aesthetic. And the other one is Malachite. also by Fiber Runaway. Yeah, this is me. This is me all over. Oh my gosh! It's absolutely gorgeous. These are my colors, y'all. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So yeah, I got that. And then she takes forever to put things away. I purchased a new Autumn Lane Stitchery chart, and it is My Little Minnow. This was on my wish list for a while, and since I had to place an order anyway, I went ahead and got it. I love this. I am probably, let's see, the suggested fabric is 28 or 32 count opal linen shoreline is the color from Bestitch Me. I most likely will not stitch it on blue, although it's underwater, so I don't know. I have to think about the possibility. I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know. Okay. And then I purchased a cross stitch Christmas. The latest one for 2024 from Craftways. And again, if you've been with me for a while, you know that I have a collection of these books dating back to, I believe it's 1995. I have attempted to collect every single year. I'm still missing a couple of years, and one of the reasons is because, you know, as time goes by and Flosstube gets more popular, they are becoming so pricey on the secondary market. One of the things, what came with it is this cute little booklet called Sweet Treats, which I totally am gonna stitch. Yes, love that. And I just wanna see if, you know, I can show you like any of the charts. Okay. Here we are. I'll show you this. Just so you can have an example of the type of goodness that's in these books. I honestly, at one point, and if you go back to my videos, you'll see that when I first came back to cross stitch, I was like, I'm just gonna stitch Christmas and nothing else. Well, if I stuck to that, I really only would need these books. Look at how cute. Look at how cute this is. So cute. Look at the stocking. Oh my gosh. So that is the 2024 Cross Stitch Christmas, A Festive Spirit. I'm very happy to have that. And I think that's it for that. Because now I want to announce the giveaway winners from my video 2 months ago. I hope you're watching. I chose winners. I want you to have it. So the first giveaway was for the Chicken Club Pearl. And the Stackables November. And the winner of that is Renee Williams 5107. Renee Williams, congratulations. Please get in touch with me at designmorris1@gmail.com so that you can give me your mailing address and I can put this in the mail for you. The next one was 2 quilt patterns. We had do-si-do, and dewdrops. And the winner of those, was that it? Yes. And the winner of those is Linda Fisitola. Hey, Linda, shoot me an email. I want to hear from you anyway. Congratulations. And the next thing was more quilt patterns. This one is called 2x2. And also Millie's dresses. And the winner of those two quilt patterns is Linda Stitches. Linda Stitches. Please get in touch with me by email so you can give me your mailing address and I can get this in the mail to you. Congratulations to everyone. And so now we're just gonna breathe for a second. We're still under an hour. We're gonna breathe for 1 second because I'm gonna go now into my 100 Flosstube video giveaway spectacular. You ready for this? I hope you watched all the way up to now because I don't think you really want to miss this. Okay. I am giving away several things to celebrate. The first giveaway is going to be a sampler for Sally by Shaded Stitchery and This Juneteenth Day by Shaded Stitchery. Okay, so if you're interested in this giveaway, first of all, for any of the giveaways, please be over the age of 18. Please be in the U.S. Please don't use words like giveaway or prize in your comment. Please be a subscriber to my channel. And I think that's all. And I am planning an international giveaway coming up. It's just I couldn't get it together to do it today. So I apologize for that if you're international. And use the word for this giveaway, for this Shaded Stitchery giveaway. Please use the word birthday in your comment. Birthday. The next one I am giving away is The Bee Queen by Tiny Modernist, which I have as a lip, and Freedom 1865, which I have as an FFO hanging on the wall in my craft room. If you're interested in these two charts, please use the word freedom. Use the word freedom somewhere in your comment. The next giveaway is for, the next two are going to be for quilt patterns, okay? So the first one is actually 4 quilt patterns, okay? And they are cross trainer. You can see that. Poinsettias. Peppermint bark. And autumn skies. If you're interested in those 4 quilt patterns, please use the word autumn. Use the word autumn in your comment. The next set of quilt patterns are Sundrops and Starflowers, and Home Again. So if you're interested in those 2 quilt patterns, please use the word home. Use the word home somewhere in your comment. We're still going. There's still more. Yes, there is. The next giveaway is for 4 cross stitch charts. Ready? First one is Be in My Bonnet Stitch Cards Set S, along with Chicken Club Penny and her friend Henrietta, and January's Shelf Life Snowman. If you're interested in those 4 cross stitch charts, please use the word chicken. Use chicken in your comment. Next up we have okay, there are 5 cross stitch charts in this package. The first one is Ba La 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 La. This is from the Simply Signs pattern series. Welcome, also Simply Signs pattern series. Stackables December. Stackables March. And Hometown Neighborhood Tea House. It's 5 charts, guys. If you're interested in that bundle, please use the word welcome somewhere in your comment. I want to thank you all again for your support of my channel, and the fact that I've been able to come back to do this Flosstube 100 times means a lot to me, and so I just want to share my joy with you. What are my plans coming up? On November 3rd is Japan Culture Day. I am a Japanese culture nerd. In fact, this is one of my sofa pillows that's always here. And that's just to mention one thing that I have going on here. I'm going to be participating in the Gorgeous Geisha Stitch Along with Kelly of Pages 3 Stitches and Tammy at Tammy's Cinnamon Stitches. And for that, I'm going to be stitching on Joan Elliott's Oriental Lady Wisdom, which is from this book, Oriental Odyssey, and it just happens to be the geisha on the cover. I love her fall colors, and so she's what I'm going to be stitching, and I'm going to stitch her on 32 count Lichen Lugana. This package is kind of crinkly, so please forgive me. I do want to take it out and show it to you. Now, I have to say that I bought this because I've seen other people show Lichen on their channels, and I thought, oh my gosh, I love that fabric. I thought it would be a little more green. I don't really see green at all, actually, but that's okay. I like the fabric anyway, and I think it's perfect for my geisha. So that's what I'm going to be stitching her on, and we're going to start that on November 3rd. So please join us. We are going to, I think the hashtag is Gorgeous Geisha Sal. Hashtag Gorgeous Geisha Sal. Okay. Now my next floss tube I'm planning is at the end of November. We all know that the end of November is Thanksgiving, so wish me luck with that. That's what my plan is. I'm going to do my best. That's when I want to do my next video. And in a couple of days, it's going to be Halloween. So if you celebrate Halloween in any capacity, happy Halloween. I want to take this moment to really thank, like over the top thank everyone for your Buy Me a Coffee donations. They have helped me tremendously with the shipping of giveaways. And I appreciate you like you can't even believe. However, I am now stopping Buy Me a Coffee. I will not be participating in that program anymore. I feel like they changed their policies way too often. I don't feel comfortable with giving my information that many times. No, I don't feel comfortable with that. And so I'm going to be stopping Buy Me a Coffee. But I wanted all of you to know that have gone ahead and done that. I want you to know that I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. It counts. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It counts. And do please leave me a comment. I want to know what you think. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what you're doing. Please leave me a comment. I love it. And I'm going to leave you with some words of inspiration, like always. Be okay with not knowing what's coming next. But know that whatever it is, you will be okay. You can handle it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I appreciate you like you can't even imagine. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.